Hello, welcome to this music go round. I'd like to put this on Prodigy, but everyone have a fit with their leg up. But we do this one instead. If you haven't read the title description, this is Maggie Roche's Where Do I Come From? Bit of a sad one, this, because as we all know, she passed on the 21st of January 2017. I did a little video tribute back then. And again, it was genuinely sad because the Roches, I think, are one of the more interesting acts out there. You know, again, is it folk, is it rock? Oh, it's complicated tags. Oh, what do we call it? But what we get is we get this. It's not a solo album. It's a compilation. Ooh, compilation. I know some people are not into compilations, but seeing as their back catalogue, the Roche's back catalogue is kind of, I guess it must be out of print. I don't think there's been a reissue campaign. It might be of interest to those of you who haven't explored their music, because you get, not only do you get a good dollop of Roche's music on here, and there's some good cuts. They're all my favourites, but you also get tracks from albums that she's been involved with, including he said, including the first album, Seductive Reasoning, that she made with her sister, before they were the Roches, if that's confusing. Yeah, it's confusing. He says, wait a minute, I actually own two copies of that one, because you know what I'm like. He says, I own two copies. Seductive Reasoning, there you go, by Maggie and Terry Roche, and there's that. They reissued it a few years back, but different cover. Yeah, funny that. But yeah, so you get a few tracks off of there, and again, this is almost like a prototype of the Roches. So it's nice to have a few tracks from that on here, and you also get here. I'm gonna have to count. Oh, do your research, Darren. 1, 2, 3, 4 home demos, which is nice. They're, warm, inviting. You feel closer to the artist because it's very, very intimate. It's also sad at the same time because it's it's just. But I was lucky. To see the Roches when they played London. A good few years ago now. And I said to the missus, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a special one, because I didn't visit very often, and I felt so honoured to see them. And it was such a good night, very, very friendly. It's one of the most friendly gigs I've been to. Very, very warm gig, and it was very humane. But I'm getting off the topic. So what you get? You get this. It's I'll show you. It's a triple fold-out pack. 6-panel, I think they call it. 6-panel, and there's also a booklet tucked away in the middle, which is a little bit. Is it a booklet? Yeah, it is a booklet, which is a little bit lacking, but there you go. There's her guitar. I guess it's her guitar on the back there. Yeah, so we get Hammond's song "Married Men Quitting Time" from the Roches. And Pretty and High. But that Roches album, that debut album, if you haven't heard it, go and listen to it. It's a good one. Feminine Position from Nerds, Losing True, and Scorpion Lament. Scorpion Lament, one of my favourites from Keep On Doing, the third album. Track from No Trespassing, Speak, Big Nothing, Was a Big Nothing. Ooh, love that one. Up until Family of Bones from Moonswept. And again, Moonswept was a God, when I think of this, 2007, I remember getting that. It's just, where's the time gone? Again, this music is not for all of you, because your majority of my viewers. Let's see what the statistics says, because I very rarely look at the. Who watches it? But there is a breakdown on viewers, isn't there? The demographics. Oh dear. Shall we see? Actually, is it gone up? Viewer gender. Let's have a look. 91% of you are men. That's gone up because it used to be 95. So I'm obviously appealing. It's the beard, isn't it? The women, oh, he's a manly man. So ladies, but I'm not saying that this is ladies' music. It's not. But I know a lot of you men out there, you're not in touch with your feminine side, and because there's some good feminine songs on this, dealing with the feminine position. But that shouldn't exclude you from getting into female artists. You should be open-minded. But yeah, I mean, again, no compilation is perfect apart from Queen's Greatest Hits, I suppose. It does what it says on the tin. But it's very hard to span a career like this and keep everyone happy. But if you are absolutely new to the Roches and new to the work of Maggie Roche, I think it's a really good tribute, selected songs. It says what it is. And it is, I'm getting upset thinking about it. It is a good tribute, and I enjoyed listening to it. It was, poignant, I think is the word. And, you get to see how they develop over time as well, because they are presented, for once, in chronological order. Thank you. More compilations should be structured like that, because you see the passage of time. You see how people, artists move and change. And also, some tracks are a little bit 80s, if you know what I mean, with terms of the production. And you can see that. You can go, up, that's the 80s. That's the early 90s. And it's nice. And, it's nice that it's done like that. But I really liked it. I don't need it, because I've heard all of it bar the demos. Because I'm a big Roches fan, but it was still nice it's a nice thing to have. I did it out of support, because I wanted to say thank you to Maggie Roche and her sisters and everyone there for the joy that they've given me over the years. So it's kind of my way of giving back. But if you do see it, and I'll put it in the description, in the old Amazon shop, and you haven't got any Roches, give it a go. It's worth it for Hammond's Song and Losing True, because you get your frips, you get your Fripp guitar solo, your Tone 11 bass, your Bill Bruford triangle, proggy, because Fripp produced their first and third albums, in case you didn't know that, and which Roche was it who sung on Exposure? Was it Terry Roche? I think so. I think that sounds about right. On Exposure and Mary. So again, and that's when that was my inroads. Exposure opened me up to a lot of things, and Mr. Fripp, if you're watching, Doubtful, or any of the DGM crew, that's what set me on this path. I heard her amazing voice and went, wow, Roches, and go on. But anyway, I actually bought this from Suzy Roche herself, because they had a campaign, a thing. It wasn't a campaign. It was just they were selling it off the website. And I want to tell you my story, because not only did I get the CD, I got a lovely picture, and it was signed on the back saying thank you from Suzy. There you go. But I bought it from America, and unfortunately they put the full price on the import sticker, which was $25, which is like, because I had to pay extra for shipping, and I ended up paying another 14 quid. Or it was either 12 or 14. I might be getting confused with that Yes t-shirt I bought. Import duty. Now, if they hadn't have put that on, it would have been $20, and you ran that down, it would have been 17 quid, which is import duty free. I would have got away with it, but if it weren't for those pesky kids. So this was a very expensive CD. I did moan about it on Facebook, but I didn't. I wasn't. I was just a bit sore, because then I saw it on Amazon for $9.99. So I paid something like triple what I should have done. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Just stream it. That's what the kids do. Nobody buys physical product anymore. But in terms of a rating, this gets a full. Oh, which one shall I use? This gets a full 5 quitting times out of 5. Just because how could I ever not give it a full? It'd be cruel. It'd be wicked. It'd be nasty. And this is, it's as good as you're going to get in a compilation. that's it really. So I've been talking about Maggie Roche's Selected Songs, Where Do I Come From album. Do pick it up. I must ask you to buy it. Just so you can get a taste of the Roches and Maggie Roche's work. Some of it you'll like, some of it you won't like, because that's what I'm like. I don't like all of it. I like some bits a little bit twee, but then the Moonswept album was really good. So, that's what they're like. They're one of those artists where they can be a bit all over the shop. So that's it. There's no more thing left to say. Is don't forget to keep the music going round and round, but more importantly, ta-da.